Hair, our crowning glory, a beacon of our inner selves. How we feel about it and what we do with it are a reflection of both character and culture.
How do you feel about your hair?
How do I feel about
That's a really good question because he's supposed to cut it for work.
I don't feel too good about cutting it. I like it like this.
Why are you getting it cut?
Because I have a job that they want me to cut my hair.
Why do they want you to cut your hair?
Because it's too long. It's not upstanding enough to have hair.
And they won't even let him wear his earring.
They won't even let me do that.
How do I
either.
feel about my hair? I wouldn't want to cut it. If I had to.
I think it's easier with long hair. It's a lot easier to have long hair to me. Because all I have to do is tie it. Well, I cut 3 inches off 2 days ago.
It used to be a lot longer.
Look at her hair.
I need a 5-inch trim though. Not that much.
Yeah, here it is. Wait, she ties her hair in a knot, man. It's great. Joe, go ahead. Tie your hair in a knot.
He wants me to tie my hair in a knot.
Tie the hair in a knot.
It is convenient when it gets hot. That's for sure.
I love it. That's great. Thanks a lot. Take care, guys. Be well.
How do you guys feel about your hair?
How do I feel about it? Well, it's short, man. I feel it with this hand. I feel good about it.
Well, all right.
And how do you feel about yours?
I like it.
You do? I kind of like it too, man.
Mine was nice once upon a time, but it sort of left. I liked it when I had it.
So what are you trying to express with your hair?
What am I trying to express with my hair?
Not much. Probably, I don't know. I can't talk much about hair.
He's not very experienced with hair.
I think I'm just trying to express with mine basic coverage. That's all. Basic coverage.
Mine, it helps me stop smoking.
You what?
Helps me stop smoking.
Why
Long
does it
hair.
help you stop smoking?
Because I can do this instead of smoking.
Some hair whispers, and some hair shouts, but all hair speaks, if only to say, pay no attention, hair care consumes more time and money than most are willing to admit. We spend millions each year bringing law and order to this unruly mess, hoping it will be, if not eloquent, at least coherent.
It's always been the bane of my existence ever since. I used to have like really great hair and I loved my hair, and then it started getting thin and I hate it, and I won't even talk about it. It's one of the things that it used to keep me up at night, but now I'm used to it, so it's okay.
I love my hair. That's why it's this way.
What do you mean that's why it's this way?
Well, all my life I've had a crew cut. And so now a year ago I decided to hell with the crew cut. I'm gonna see how long I can grow it. And now I like it at this length and I want to keep going.
I'm used to it now, but like I have to live with it, but it's not one of the things that I walk around feeling like, wow, I think I'll look at myself in the mirror and look at how great my hair is.
Most people like it. Actually right now it's very greasy and dirty. It looks a lot better usually than this. And people say, Dave, you have beautiful hair. Keep it.
How do y'all feel about her hair?
I think it's shiny. It has a luster and a glow that only... You use baby shampoo?
No, it's not good for your hair.
Why isn't baby shampoo?
It dries it out.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I think you have very nice hair. I think it's
Roger,
attractive. I think
I pay you to do that. He has to say that. I work with him.
I think your hair looks great.
God bless you, my son.
Perhaps because we're the least hairy of the apes, our plumage has been precious throughout history. In ancient Greece, young girls offered their hair to the gods to promote fertility. The king of Persia washed his hair only on his birthday because he feared disturbing the guardian spirit of the head. In the Middle Ages, Muslims saved all their hair throughout their entire lives and had it buried with them. In 18th century England, the rich used so much flour powdering their wigs, the poor suffered a bread shortage.
People talk about dress for success and groom for success, so I think it's important. In our society, it's never been all that important to me, but I just fix my hair the way it's comfortable for me and let it go at that.
I do it because I like it. I project my own image, and this is my image. I like it like this. It's sort of like the Billy Idol and David Bowie style, you know, blend into one.
Hey, what kind of hairstyle do you got?
I think regular.
It's just homemade. Just regular, normal hair.
Radical. Called the curly style.
I call it salad. It's me.
They call them punky, they call them funky. I got a tank top haircut.
It's your old-time basic haircut.
It's just a regular, normal ponytail, you know.
My crepes are shining though. See, I got that Murray's grease on there now.
But I had
That's what's doing the trick. Give me 5. All right.
Oh, he's pumping a Philly fade. Oh, I'm just pumping a regular natural.
Regular natural.
Regular natural.
But see, you have a little top, and then you have like ball around the edges, and it's like faded in.
This man right here is pumping a box. This is a box.
That's
cut.
a box style.
This is a box. Regular Philly box. Box come from the 50s. In the 50s, you used to wear a flat top. Now, Philly fade come when you cut your hair all the way off, ball on the side.
Really, it comes like from when people used to get like bowl cuts.
Bowl cut. But me, I pump that regular natural look. I'm not into the box.
Yeah.
Philly fade.
I'm a Philly fade, man. The ladies like it. They get the muscles toned, dog. So to match them beautiful waves you got in your hair.
Yeah.
That ocean motion.
But check this.
Oh, but you ain't got what I got, dog.
No, you crazy. Get that hairstyle?
Oh well, it's not really a style. It's just my religion. I'm a Rastafarian.
And what? So why does your religion?
So it's really going back, like ancient. It's like original, before we had the combs and all that. So this is real natural. This is like a natural, as you would put it, a natural hairstyle. Without the comb. It just grows this way naturally. All you have to do, keep it clean.
This style also reflects a naturality to life, like in terms of creation, when God sent forth the people to the planet Earth. There was no combs and brushes. We made out the best way that we could.
You could groom it, you groom it in many different ways, right? Now, I haven't been really grooming mine, like, I let it, just grow like how I think maybe God wanted it to grow, so I have like real thick buds in mine, right?
Long hair on men has been idolized as a source of strength and condemned as a sign of weakness, encouraged as a symbol of power and wealth, and discouraged as anti-authoritarian and rebellious, praised as the flowering of God's creation, and blamed as the embodiment of evil.
I think it's the long hair is much more sensual and yes, sexual, and sensual, both masculine and feminine, I think.
I think it's sensual. I don't know, there's something about feeling it on your body, and when the wind blows, you can just sort of feel it in the air. And women like to come up and touch my hair.
I think people feel castrated if they have their hair shorn off or permed or burnt up in a way that they don't feel as though it's their own personality. It's very important.
Authority and power always likes to assert itself by taking away people's hair. And I think allowing yourself to have it, when I drive by cops, for example, they look a little grumpier than before I came. I think there is some sort of an anti-authoritarian aspect to it. No,
I just don't care. This is the way I want it, and that's the way I wear it. The hair is the most useless thing in the world to me. And when I shave in the morning, I start here and just go all the way back as far as I can reach every morning.
As most men age, they lose the full mane of their youth. An endless variety of attempts have been made to halt or hide this embarrassing assault on appearance. Wigs have often been worn to solve the problem, and many bald Romans simply painted hair on. The ancient Egyptians tried to cure baldness by massaging the scalp with an ointment made from dog's paws, dates, and asses' hooves. Aristotle thought too much sexual intercourse caused baldness. An inherited imbalance of hormones is now thought to be the real culprit. Millions are spent trying to overcome it, but castration remains the only sure cure.
What do you think about baldness?
I try not to think about it.
Why is that?
Because I'm afraid I might become that way.
So you're afraid of baldness then?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
Because he wants to have a skinhead.
I never was ashamed of my bald head because I always figured as long as it didn't hurt, you had it made anyway. As long as there's nothing matter with it, you had it anyway, ain't you, preacher?
That's right. That's something that never worries me a minute. It's my bald head. Until I get in the sunshine and it gets hot. That's when it worries.
And when I worked in the garden, I told my wife I was going to have my bald head guttered because the sweat runs right down my eyes. And she said I couldn't do that. A lot of times you think a bald head is, well, his hair would be easier to cut. But you see, you have to do a lot of hunting. And then too, if you make one mistake, you've got nothing to work out. See, I use that for two purposes. You see, I seal in the ends of each hair where I've cut to keep the natural oil in it, to keep them getting dry. Breaking off. That keeps your hair from breaking off. By singeing it, it keeps that natural oil in. The hair is holler. And you see, when you singe it, it seals that in, keeps the natural oil in it. It's not that popular anymore. It used to be way up off. When I was in barber college, I was teaching this fellow, and I was working next to him. And there, we singed everybody's hair. They put tonic on his hair, his Lucky Tiger tonic, which is about 60% alcohol. Well, when he got the tonic on, the man says, "I want my hair singed." Well, I knew right then he'd blow up as soon as he struck a match to it. So he lit a tape, fixed to singe his hair. Well, when he got it close to it, it went up in a blaze, and I threw the towel on it. And he come out, and his head looked just like mine on top. See, the man is on fire.
Hair doesn't naturally cooperate with our desire to be fashionable and often actively resists. The modern stylist has an arsenal of techniques to coax and, if necessary, force hair into submission. Barbershops and beauty salons are more than mere outposts in our continuing battle with hair. People have been gossiping at barbershops since ancient Greek times. From the 13th until the 18th centuries, barbers even performed surgery. The familiar red and white stripes of the barber's pole were originally meant to represent bandages.
So what do you call a hairstyle?
Yeah, that's a new one. They call them flat top.
Yeah? Where'd you get that?
Yeah, from Astor Place. And on Broadway, you know Astor Place?
When they come in and they ask for a certain style, that is what they walk out the door with. Some people come in and ask for very weird styles. Very, very weird. They come in, they wanted layers into a 3.5, and then they want all of this front hanging down, the bangs hanging all down. Whatever they ask for, this is what I would give them. Sometimes they'll do a mohawk on one side, just one side, and they'll have a tail coming down this side instead of in the middle. I've got the style. It's called the Latin Invader Playboy Bunny. I get a mixture of comments, and most of them, 99% of them are good. Maybe once in a while I might hear someone say, "Wow, look what this guy did to the back of his head." But everybody else, I listen to the back of them and say, "Mommy, Daddy, look at what he's got in the back of his head. Look at that." And the mother goes, "Oh, wow, that's very..." Then every day, non-stop, at least, without exaggeration, maybe 15 times each day, someone will stop and say, "Hey, that is very, very unique." I get stopped by even dope fiends. Also, "Hey, that is nice, man." Each person that asks me, where did I get it done? I say, well, I got it done where I work, by Benny, the artist downstairs. Hairstyling is an art, really. It's like boxing. It's like a sweet science. It's an art. It's an art. Yes, it is an art.
probably well, actually, when I was in high school, I started cutting my hair. I don't know, it's something I always thought was a festive thing to do.
You should never do your own hair. You should always have somebody else do it. I ruined it, and it took 4 months.
Well, I used to do it with scissors, but it kind of looked scary. Not your most professional job. It makes me happy to do this, strangely enough. I don't know, you can always tell by a person's hairstyle a little bit about themselves. I'm hoping that I don't look like a Harley mama, though, when I do this, but...
I don't know, it's when your hair looks good, you can put on maybe like a schleppy outfit, a little bit schleppy, and you still look okay. You know what I mean? But if your hair looks rotten, you can put on a Dior and you still look rotten.
I mean, you think when you grow up, you'll get a more normal hairdo?
It'll be more normal, but it still won't be. I mean, I'll never have a beehive or anything.
I remember the beehive. It was lovely. And I can't wait for it to come back.
Did you have a beehive?
Of course. I went this is gross, every Friday to the beauty parlor, and I had this huge thing done up and this big French twist in the back, and it would be lacquered, and it was like the wall. And the next week you go in, they brush it all out and wash it, and you do it again. It was great. You never touched your hair. You slept on a satin pillow and just looked terrific all the time.
I'm happy like I am right now. I have to say that. I'm happy with my hair like this. I'm happy with the company I keep. Hair involves more than hair, I think. I don't believe I'm placing too much emphasis on it.
What else does hair involve?
Hair is attitude.
I think everybody who has a hairdo has a desire to be looked at. But pink and shaved, and they are desperately in need of being looked at. I need to be looked at a little, not that much.
Does it bother you if it shocks people?
No, I figure every human being has something that can shock another, so all in good, clean fun.
Do you ever consider your hair a form of rebellion?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. It's not as much that now as it used to be in high school. Your parents are coming down on you. You cut your hair.
With this shade like here, it's about the weirdest I ever got on.
I guess you have to admit, a lot of people wouldn't think this is very attractive. I also sometimes think I'd be afraid to look normal. I really do.
Frequent pruning is a must if we're to keep up with hair's constant flow. There can be no truce if our crown is to conform to fashion and face and speak clearly for us.
It's a little too puffy for most people. Like the girls in the office think it's, and my sisters too, they think it's more like 60-ish because it's so full. But I'm not a little tiny person. And to have a little tiny hairdo on top of this body would look like a dewdrop on a ham. It would look stupid. So I think you need, look at that. I think you need fullness. For me. It's not in fashion right now, but I don't care. I like it.
Ugh. Sounds kind of frightening. Aquanet. And now I'm ready to face the day.
What do I express? I don't really express nothing, man. I just kind of like, it's just there. You know, it's one of those deals. It's like my tattoos. When I woke up one morning, they were there.
How many tattoos have you?
I've been blessed. It's there. I have had finally color in my life. You know what I mean?